Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Have I got a super thematic game for you. We're going to be taking a dive into Vault 5 of the Ministry of Strategic Sciences, which is the home base of Titan. Vault 5 is the new environment deck out for Cauldron this week, and this is a perfect setup to play Ministry of Strategic Sciences Titan, and Magnificent Mara, and Malachi, and Lady of the Wood. And I've got Urban Warfare Expatriate joining them because, spoilers, I've already played this game once, and I lost really hard. And since I'm fighting FaZe, who, if you've seen her deck, is actually breaking into the vault of the Ministry of Strategic Sciences, I shouldn't be losing hard to FaZe. She's probably the easiest Cauldron villain, but I guess it goes to show that any villain can kick your butt if they get the right card draws. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with FaZe playing a blocked sightline. When this card is destroyed, she deals the 2 hero targets the highest HP, 5 irreducible damage each. End of her turn, she plays a card. Distortion Net. When this card enters play, place next to the hero with the highest HP. That'll be Expatriate or Titan. We'll put it next to Expatriate. Reduce damage dealt by that hero by 2. At the start of that hero's turn, this card deals them 5 toxic damage. So hopefully we'll have a couple chances to get rid of that. And that's her turn. Okay, Magnificent Mara. Okay, this kind of doesn't make sense. I'm going to play the Mesmer Pendant on the blocked sight line. Treat the words hero target, hero ongoing, and non-villain target on that card as villain target, villain ongoing, and non-hero target instead. So when we destroy the blocked sight line, she will deal the 2 villain targets with the highest HP, 5 irreducible damage each. So we've got 2 targets we need to get rid of. Let's get on that. Magnificent Mara's power is Illusory Veil. I can take credit for the Veil part of that power's name. Magnificent Mara deals 1 target 2 radiant damage, increase damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of your next turn. So it's real good for hitting things that aren't going to be hitting us, or you can use it to boost your friends. Draw a card. Alright, Titan's going to play Hapless Shield. Select a non-hero target. That'll be the Distortion Net. Each other non-hero target deals that target 1 melee damage. So there's 3 non-hero targets, that'll be enough to take it out. And Expatriate is saved, because he grabbed the net that makes things intangible and used it as a meat shield. Sure, why not? And then we'll use his power Pyroclast to play an ongoing card, draw a card. The only ongoing I have is Payback Time, but that's a good ongoing to have in play. Increase damage dealt by Titan by 1 to non-hero targets that have dealt him damage since the end of his last turn. At the end of your turn, Titan regains a hit point. And then he draws 2 cards. Expatriate has an RPG launcher and a handful of ammo, so she's gonna be skipping. Lady of the Wood is going to start off with the Crown of the 4 Winds, because we need to get rid of that thingy, or it's not gonna work. Lady of the Wood deals a target 1 toxic damage, a second target 1 fire damage, a third target 1 lightning damage, and a fourth target 1 cold damage. So one of those will be FaZe, who is immune to damage right now. 2 of them will be the 2 obstacles, and then the 4th one is going to be Titan, because he can take it. I don't think Malachi can do 4 damage on his turn. Okay, so I play Shadow Catch, put High Bathiel in my hand, draw a card, and I will play another Shadow Catch, or probably regular Bathiel, draw a card, and then I'll go ahead and play Bathiel, because he's useful. So Malachi's power is Borrowed Aspect. Discard a card, use that card's power, replacing any Jinn names with Malachi, draw a card. I'm going to take that High Bathiel that I just grabbed. Bathiel deals a target 4 energy damage. Yeah, so 4 energy damage to that. When it is destroyed, FaZe deals the 2 villain targets the highest HP, 5 irreducible radiant damage each. That means she's just going to be hitting the reinforced wall, but that's okay. And the Mesmer Pendant actually stays out until the start of Magnificent Mara's turn. And then he draws 2 cards. And then Bathiel hits something for 2 energy damage. How about that reinforced wall? This is working out a lot better than the last game already. What horrors await us in Vault 5? Shattered Display Case. Whenever a target is destroyed, discard the top card of the environment deck. If an artifact card is discarded this way, put it into play and destroy this card. At the end of the environment turn, place all artifact cards in all trash piles on top of their respective decks. Interesting. And you'll see there's FaZe on the card. She's assaulting the vault, trying to steal some stuff. The artifact cards are the big mechanic for Vault 5. They end up going into hero decks, and you get to use them as your own cards for the rest of the game. They all have like balancing factors. They're not entirely good or entirely bad. It does depend on what the state of the board is, but the first time they come into play, something happens, and then whenever you play them, you get to play them from your hand after that, and then you can control what's going on. Alright, nothing else happens. FaZe goes. Residual Desynchronization. Reduce damage dealt to obstacles by 1. Oh, go figure. First time a villain target is dealt damage each turn, it deals the source of that damage 2 energy damage. Phase plays a second card. Distortion Grenade. Oh boy. Increased damage dealt to non-villain targets by 1. When this card enters play, it deals the 4 hero targets with the lowest HP 3 lightning damage each. Thankfully, Bathiel's here to soak some of that. It's lightning damage, so he's not immune. Okay, so, you know what? We don't have anything in particular to do right now. So let's play the Calpack of Mysteries. Reveal the top card of each other hero deck. One player may put the revealed card into their hand or into play. Replace or discard the other revealed cards. If a card is put into play this way, destroy this card. This is always fun. Ooh, the Chaplain. Okay, I'm not even revealing any other cards. The Chaplain goes into play because we need it. It's very important. And that was her power. Okay, Molten Veins. Titan regains 2 hit points. Search your deck or trash for a copy of the card Titan form, put it in your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle it, you may play a card. Obviously, I'm going to be playing Titan form. Alright, now everything's going to be awesome. So for his power, I'm going to use the Chaplain. If Titan form is in play, destroy an ongoing card. Boom. That was the major thing I was lacking last game, was ongoing destruction. Now we're good. Okay, she's got a gun, I'm going to play a gun. So Urban Warfare Expatriate is one of the many expatriate variants made to quote-unquote fix her, but they only succeed in making the girl with no name very upset. Urban Warfare, draw a card, you may use a power now. So it's just a little bit of card draw, but it's free card draw that then lets you use a gun. So she'll go ahead and hit that Distortion Grenade for 1. Draw another card. Play an ability of Dusk. Once per turn when Lady of the Wood would deal damage, you may increase that damage by 2. I think I'm going to use Crown of the Four Winds. So we'll deal 3 toxic damage to that, destroying it. Now a bunch of stuff happens. A target was destroyed. Discard the top card of the environment deck. It is not an artifact. So that's it. Okay, well, so 1 fire damage to the grenade, 1 lightning damage to phase, hey! And now I'm going to be dealing 2 damage to a hero target. Let's hit Titan, he can take it, he's a big boy. And Titan form gives him 1 damage reduction. And she draws a card. Reshiel, I'm going to go ahead and use his power to discard High Exile. While Jin regain 2 HP, all other hero targets regain 1 hit point. And then he draws 2 cards. Honestly, I kind of really like this version of Malachi. Not a big fan of Moss Titan. I'm growing to like Moss Lady of the Wood the more I play her, but this version of Malachi, really awesome. End of his turn, let's see, Bathiel will hit phase for 2, and Reshiel will deal 1 to that, and 1 to phase. Vault 5, reveal your secrets. Berg's Nail, okay, so this is one of the not good ones. First time this card enters play, select a player. Treat this card as part of their deck for the rest of the game. When this card enters play, a hero from its deck deals the 3 targets the lowest HP 3 melee damage each. And you'll notice, those targets are all hero targets. Then move this card beneath the top 2 cards of its deck. So this time we're getting some unbounded damage. Next time it comes into play, we can wait until there's 3 targets that we actually want to hit. So that being said, who wants this? I feel like I should give it to Titan, if only because he's there on the card. That is, in fact, what he's holding on, Misbehavior. So yeah, we're going to give it to him. So he hits the 2 Jin and Lady of the Wood for 3, and that goes under the top 2 cards of his deck. Okay, Phase's turn. Density Regulator. Reduce damage dealt to Phase by 1. Go figure. In the villain turn, Phase deals each hero target except the hero target with the lowest HP 2 radiant damage. He plays another card, Around the Corner. The first time an obstacle is destroyed each turn, she deals each hero target 2 radiant damage. We might be able to leave that in play for a round. That said, this goes off, so she hits everything except Bathiel for 2. Titan takes 1, and he gets 1 more damage reduction. And that's her turn. Okay, so we're going to do Convincing Double. We will take RPG Launcher, pass it to Lady of the Wood. She puts it into play, so destroy an ongoing or environment card. Boop. If you do, Lady of the Wood deals up to 2 targets 2 fire damage each, and one of those is going to be increased by 2, so we'll hit this for 4 and Phase for 1. I really like that card. And then she'll go ahead and hit the Density Regulator for 2, because it's not dealing damage. It's +1. Alright, his +1 goes away. Juggernaut Strike, sounds like a good time. Hit that for 4 infernal damage, getting rid of her damage reduction. And then he deals each other target in that deck 1 projectile damage. And then I'll go ahead and use the Chaplain and hit her for 3. Boom. Arsenal access. There's got to be something better than a submachine gun in here. Black Jacket Assault Rifle. She will Urban Warfare to draw a card, and then she'll use the Assault Rifle and hit Phase for 2. Awesome. I think Lady of the Wood needs to start building up her stuff. So Meta Rush. Draw a card. Search for a season. I want Summer. Shuffle, and I can play a card. Go ahead and play Summer. And then we'll use her base power, which I haven't used yet. Add 2 tokens to your element pool. When Lady of the Wood will deal damage, damage, you may change its type by spending a token. This seems like a crappy power, because, you know, it doesn't play cards, doesn't do damage. It just adds tokens to this pool, and all the pool does is let you change the type of damage you're dealing. But given how much she can do tricks with the type of damage that she deals, once you get her set up, you don't have the right one shot in your hand to play off of your seasons, you can make it play off the seasons. Or you can do a whole bunch of different things instead of doing the same thing 3 times. That sort of thing. I'm going to throw Reshiel back out. I have to discard a card if I use his power. I'm going to skip his power because the 2 damage for Grand Reshiel wouldn't really be worth it. So he just draws a card, and then Bathiel hits for 2, and Reshiel hits for 1. Oh, and you know what? We destroyed a target at some point. That is not an artifact, so it doesn't matter. Alright, Forbidden Knowledge. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals 1 hero 2 infernal damage. The hero dealt damage this way may draw a card. At the end of each hero's turn, if they have an artifact card in their hand, this card deals that hero 2 psychic damage. So we can take a little damage and draw little cards, and take more damage if we draw the wrong cards. Okay, there are no artifact cards in any trash piles, so this hits somebody for 2. Who could use cards? I think Titan could use cards, because he'll also get some damage reduction out of it. Oh, but he also drew that artifact, so he'll be taking more damage. That's fine, he can take it. Okay, Density Regulator, again. She's really doubling down on that. And then at the end of the villain turn, she plays Vault Door. Yeah, this is the vault door of Vault 5, where we are. Look at that thing on the left side in the display case. That's what she's crashing into right there. The theme is strong with this one. And then she hits everybody but Bathiel for 2 radiant damage. Titan takes 1. She's kicking the crap out of Lady of the Wood, though. That's not good. I guess I'll go with Smoke and Mirrors. That's useful. And then 2 radiant damage to the Density Regurgitator. And draw a card. Okay, Titan. I feel like destroying all environment cards is a good idea at this point. And he will hit himself for 4 fire damage. No, 2 fire damage. Acceptable. Chaplain hit the vault door for 3, because you need to hit it for 3 damage if you want to do damage to it. And then he draws a card and heals 1. That thing's gone, so he doesn't take any damage for having Berg's Nail in his hand. Now see, I could have played that, but it would have taken out Bathiel, and it would have taken out Reshiel too, so I don't think I really want to do that. Expatriate. Let's throw some hollow points on that gun. Urban Warfare to draw a card, and then Assault Rifle to deal 4 damage to that, 4 damage to that, 3 damage to her. It's a really nice power. Because she does have a lot of useful cards, it's just, you know, hard to get them, and now she has a huge hand of cards. Amazing. Lady of the Wood is going to play Spring? Okay, I'm going to be sneaky about this. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we use Crown of the 4 Winds. Deal a target 1 toxic damage. I'm going to hit Reshiel with that, and heal 1, because I just played Spring. Then we deal second target 1 fire damage. That's 3 fire damage from Summer, 5 fire damage from Nobility of Dusk. That destroys the Density Regulator. Then we deal a third target 1 lightning damage, that'll be Phase, and a 4th target 1 cold damage, that'll be Bathiel. I'll spend a token to change it to energy damage, because he's immune to it. Draw a card. Sneaky. Bait and switch. I'll discard Somile. I will put Bathiel into play from my trash. I can use a power now. I don't think I will. No, I'm not going to get the most out of that, but that's okay. Just draw a card, skipping his power again. This increases damage dealt by Bathiel by 1, so he'll hit her for 3, and Reshiel hits her for 1. Fun times. Vault 5. The Ancient Stir. Whenever an artifact card enters play, increase damage dealt by this card by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the target with the second highest HP 1 infernal damage. That is Titan. Okay, Phase is down to 8 hit points. That doesn't mean anything, though, because here comes some Precarious Rubble. When this card enters play, it deals the hero target with the lowest HP 4 projectile damage. That's Bathiel, which destroys High Bathiel and restores him to 5. Now we play the top card of the villain deck. Frequency Shift. Phase regains H, X, or X is the number of obstacle cards in play. 1. Deals the hero target with the highest HP 5 irreducible radiant damage. That is Expatriate. Destroy an ongoing and an equipment card belonging to that hero will destroy the submachine gun. She doesn't have any ongoings. End of the villain turn, play a card. More rubble, less trouble. That is going to take out Reshiel. He goes back to the nest, and then we play the top card. Distortion Grenade. This deals the 4 hero targets the lowest HP, 3 lightning damage each. That's Bathiel, Lady of the Wood, Malachi, and Mara. You know what? We will Smoke and Mirrors the damage to Lady of the Wood. That's a little better. Keep her in double digits. We'll throw a Post-Hypnotic Q on Expatriate. And then I'm going to hit that for 2. Probably take care of the rest with other things. Okay, Titan. So right now, the 3 lowest targets are one of the Rubble, the Grenade, and Bathiel. I think getting rid of Bathiel is worth it for taking out 2 villain cards. So we're going to play Berg's Nail. A hero from its deck deals the 3 targets the lowest HP, 3 melee damage each. So that's this, and Bathiel, unfortunately, and that. And then it goes under the top 2 cards of his deck. I keep wanting to call it Bolg's Nail. I wonder where I'm getting that from. Power, Chaplain, destroy the Rubble. Oh yeah, and his damage reduction is good. Arsenal Access. Liquid Nitrogen rounds or Pride? I go with the Liquid Nitro. Hit phase for 2, reduce her damage for a round, even though she does a lot of irreducible. You never know. Oh, I forgot to Urban Warfare. Well, whatever. Thundergrey Shoal. Whenever Lady of the Wood deals 2 or less damage to a target, that damage is irreducible. Very useful in this fight. Power, she deals up to 2 targets 1 lightning damage each. I think I will go ahead and use that power, spend a token to change it to toxic damage, and then increase it to 2 with Nobility of Dusk. So she heals 3. Awesome. Bathiel's coming back. And then, oh, now it's worth it. Okay, I will use Borrowed Aspect. Discard Grand Rash Shield, do 2 sonic damage to all non-hero targets. That was easy. Draw 2 cards, and then Bathiel finishes her off. Badoo! Just think, I was struggling with a board full of obstacles last game. Let's take a look through Vault 5 and see what else it has in store. First of all, throw the trash in here because some of those got discarded without us seeing it. We got Phoebe Nelson, who, if you know your Hellboy, is very obviously, the lady with fire powers. I don't know what her name is. I don't know my Hellboy. She deals each villain target a fire damage, and each hero with an artifact card in their hand 1 fire damage. Whenever an artifact card enters play, she deals herself 2 psychic damage. So she's a little helpful, a little not helpful. Moment of Sanity was the other one that got discarded. When this card enters play, destroy H-2 ongoing cards. Heroes gain the power to discard an artifact, and if they do, play a card to destroy an environment card. And that just happens once. Sigquil Sign, artifact. When this card enters play, increase damage dealt to and by targets from its deck by 1 until the start of the next turn, then move this card beneath the top 2 cards of its deck. So it's a little, like, not quite Bloody Knuckles. The Coin That Strays. When this card enters play, a hero from its deck deals themselves and 1 other target 1 psychic damage each and plays a card. That one's pretty useful. Pelaga is the Abe Sapien to Titan's Hellboy. She's on the Immolate card. Into the environment turn, this card deals each target from the hero deck with the most artifacts 3 toxic damage. Not very nice. Whenever this card is dealt damage by a hero target, that hero must discard a non-artifact card. There's the Eye of Fomer Het. When this card enters play, a hero from its deck regains 4 hit points and deals each other hero target 1 infernal damage. That was fun. I gave it to Lady of the Wood. She healed, and then she healed more from hitting her friends. The Rats in the Walls. Oh, Expatriate was a good choice for this one. When this card enters play, it deals each target 1 psychic damage. Whenever a player draws an artifact card, they may draw a card. Increase damage dealt to heroes with artifact cards in their hands by 1. Dr. Wells. Play this next to the hero with the lowest HP. That hero is immune to psychic damage. Notice a lot of the environment cards do psychic damage. Players with artifact cards in their hand cannot draw cards, so you have to use your artifacts if you want to be able to draw. Deeper into the Vault. When this card enters play, reveal the top H cards of the environment deck. Put any artifact cards revealed into play and discard the rest. Increase all psychic damage dealt by 1. The Outer Music. At the end of the environment turn, each hero target deals itself 1 psychic damage. When a player plays an artifact card from their hand, destroy this card. And last, Map to Lost Choth. This one's actually my favorite of the artifacts. When this card enters play, 1 hero discards a card, another plays a card, and another uses a power. That's really good. Discarding 1 card for a play and a power, that is totally worth it. And that's Vault 5. It's honestly a pretty fun, fairly streamlined environment. It's probably the closest Cauldron is going to come to making a Freedom 5 style, only helps the heroes environment. Although I suppose Night Lore Council is close to that. Well, whatever. That was a good game, got to see a good environment, and had some fun with some Cauldron decks. As always, Tabletop Simulator and the Reavers, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC are not licensed greater than game products. Please support the official release, and flip.